Happy Monday, everyone. Or obviously, whenever you're watching this, guys, happy moment to you. Like this video, share this video. Mindset matters. Purpose literally over everything, and that's how you receive everything. There's this thing called timelines, and we've been programmed to focus on it. I have a goal, a dream, a vision, a God-given vision, and it's been 6 months, it didn't happen. It's been a year, it didn't happen. 5 years, 10, 15, 20. Maybe it's not for me. Now, this message may not resonate with everyone. This is for the people that either have a goal or a dream, but more importantly, a purpose. There's other places that just talk about goals and dreams. I'm here to talk about something deeper than that. I'm here to talk about people that know that, listen, many are called, few are chosen. And the people that answered that call, the chosen few, that's who I'm talking to. I'm just going to make it plain. I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to the ones that know that they're here on mission and they're just waiting for the manifestation of what they already know that they have. I'm going to say it again. I'm talking to the people that know that they're here on mission. They've been given the vision. They know the vision. They went down that beautiful rabbit hole of self-discovery. They see the vision. And of course, as you continue on this beautiful journey, this video game, the vision becomes more clear, but you know the vision that is God-given that you have. But you're just waiting for it to be manifested because it hasn't been manifested yet. You're like, wait a second. Is my watch off? You've been waiting for a while. Listen, a lot of times we may think if something didn't happen yet, it's because we're doing something wrong. Oh. A lot of times we may think if something hasn't happened yet, it's because of something that we're doing wrong. That is not true. That is not true. I mean, sometimes yes, but sometimes no. Sometimes it's just a process. Like you could be doing everything correctly, but a lot of times the vision that you've been given is so grand, it's going to take longer. And the longer it takes, the more impactful, the better it's going to be. The more powerful, the more potent it's going to be. It's easier to, become an amateur boxer and get a couple fights, a couple amateur fights. It's harder to become a champion in 5 different weight classes. That's harder. That's going to take longer. It's easier to, graduate from high school. It's harder to get your master's. It's going to take longer, years longer. What, master's is an extra 3 years? I don't know. I didn't get the master's, but you know what I'm saying. If your vision is so grand, like you look at, again, I'm not religious, but look at characters in the Bible. I believe Daniel, you guys know, was it Daniel? Joseph, who was betrayed by his brothers, left to die. Then he was enslaved, I believe, was it Egypt? It's been years since I've been to church, but I think it was Egypt. He was enslaved. But the bottom line is, then he was wrongfully accused, thrown in prison. But at a young age, he had a vision. He saw the vision that God gave him, and he was, he had his ego. He was flaunting, he was feeling himself. The point that I'm making, he had this vision when he was a kid. I believe it took him 30 years. He was in prison for I don't know how long, 8 years, 10 years. I don't think it was what he was doing wrong. He was being prepared. He was being prepared from the betrayals and still believing in prison. God was like, listen, I am crafting a character in you because of the vision that I've given you, that is you. Your character has to be tested in fire. So when you get to the point of being who you've always been, you will bless countless millions, countless thousands. And that's what he did. It took him 30 years, I believe. 30 years. Look at the character Job. He lost everything. His health, his wealth, his family. Never cursed God. He kept believing. Was he doing something wrong? I wouldn't even necessarily say he was doing something wrong. His character just continued to need to be developed. It was all preparation. Like, we're all, quote unquote, doing something wrong. No one's perfect, but it's just preparation. It's preparation for who you've always been. Who cares what someone else says? The people who are actually talking aren't even on the journey as you. They've settled. I'll say it again. The people who are talking aren't even on the journey, the same journey as you. Who cares what anyone else says who's not on the same journey as you? Think about it. Who cares? The people who are talking about your journey, about following your vision, your God-given version, they've settled into the job that they hate, the body that they hate, the finances that they're not happy with, the relationship they're not happy with. They've settled. But not you. Not you. And if your vision, though it tarry, fail not. As your vision, if your vision is taking longer than you've expected, years longer, decades longer, it's just being seasoned. That's all. It's just you're being prepared. Your character is being prepared for everything you've always been. Tarry not. It's already yours. It's been yours. Hold the vision, soldier. Hold the line. This isn't for the weak and faint of heart. Listen, if you're going to die on a hill, that's the hill you die on, and I promise you, you ain't dying. And if you do, you're going to rise back up. The point that I'm making, I'm being silly, but I'm not. The point that I'm making is, there can be no other way when you hold the line. You know that meme? The person is digging for like diamonds, and they're so close and they're walking away. Oh, that's you. It's you. You're right there. I just saw this other, was it a meme or quote on Twitter? I'll call it Twitter. And it said, if you knew you were 20 failures away from your dream life, how quickly would you try to get through those 20? Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But you probably heard it. The point that I'm making is, what if you were just 20 more failures away, and failure doesn't even exist? Failure is that silly concept that they've created for you to start feeling bad about growth. It's silly. Failure is just growth, learning. Anyways, if you're 20 learning stages away from seeing the entire vision that you know was already yours, how quickly would you want to get through those learning stages? My friend, the point that I'm making here is that the timeline doesn't matter. Working on timelines. Whether it's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Colonel Sanders, he created KFC, I believe 60 or 70 years old. Ray Kroc, I believe Ray Kroc was in his 60s when he founded McDonald's. And you're thinking 30's old? That you don't have enough time? You've been lied to. We've been lied to. This idea that once you hit late 20s, 30s, gonna have a house, 2.5 kids, solid career. 99.9% of the people who follow that formula are miserable. Come on, man. Miserable. But they follow the formula that you should have. Screw timelines. The idea that 30's old, 40, 50, listen, people ain't old until they believe it. And once they believe it, you see it in them. If not, you can look at a 50-year-old, 60, and they're like, yo, they're young. It's a mindset. Obviously, the body will get older, but it will get older exponentially based on what the mind believes it is. That's how powerful you are. The point that I'm saying, screw timelines. It's already yours. And each day that goes by, each learning stage that you go through, you're just being prepared for everything you've always been. You're being seasoned for everything you've always been. The timeline doesn't matter. Are you kidding me? If it takes you 60 years and you have 5 years to live your mission, do you know how many people you're going to bless with those 5 years? Your story and your testimony? You're going to be the reason why people get out of stage 4 cancer. Why people are still living on this earth because of you and your testimony. Because they heard your testimony and they started believing in themselves. If your testimony took you 3 or 6 months, that's easy. But if it took you 30 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you still held the line, like Joseph, you held the line. And then you got to your vision. You know how great your vision is. You know how many people you've already blessed. People that have walked into their purpose because of you. Don't let the Agent Smiths, the enemy, get you to start believing otherwise. It's already done, man. The longer it takes, the more impactful it's going to be, the more powerful it's going to be. That's who you've always been. You're a gift. You're needed. You're a gift you're salt to this earth. You are salt you've always been. That who cares what other people think who didn't pick up their mantle? That's like worrying about someone who doesn't even know how to ride a bike and they're saying, well, you're not riding the bike well. You haven't even tried. You haven't even tried. That's like making fun of, who's the guy that got out of Shawshank Redemption, it took him how long? 25 years or something? And he was just, went through sewers. Everyone else, it's just my lot in life. He was the crazy person. Guys, it's not going to look pretty as you're Shawshanking your way out of prison. Out of this matrix prison. It's not going to look pretty until it does. The timelines don't matter. Timelines. Just each day, stay mission-led. Delete the distractions. Listen to those whispers. Keep following those whispers. You're listening to this for a reason. We're connected. You're my family. I truly believe family isn't blood. Family is the people who vibrate to your spiritual frequency. That's family. You're my family. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep blessing others on a day-to-day basis. You think it may not be making a difference. It's making the world of a difference. When you change your world, you're changing the world around you. I promise you there's countless people right now whose lives are changed because of you. Timelines don't matter. What you do in this moment of time does. So hold the line. Keep doing the inner and outer work. Ladies and gentlemen, it's already yours. Okay? So I see you guys. Set your schedule this week. When are you going to do the inner and the outer work? Set it and hit it. Hit it like the quality of your life depends on it. Because ladies and gentlemen, it does. I see you. Motivation Mondays.